Welcome back, man. You can see last week was a very solid week when it comes to volume, when it comes to the moves we were looking for. If you look at the last weekly Forex class, you'll see that. And when we come to VIP, I called out some nice trades for the traders in there to also take advantage of. All right, so we can go here. We could just see how certain things played out. Like here in VIP, you can see I send out exact signals. Euro all the sell was called here. TP2 was hit 118 pips. All right, that was a beautiful play. You can see the before and after. Price gave a nice breakdown of structure there. We were looking for the retest, and that's exactly what we got. As well as Euro USD. All right, called out this breakdown and looked for the opportunity on the retest. Price gave us that as well. GBPUSD as well. Nice breakdown and retest of structure. GJ, you see GJ gave us the breakdown. We were looking for sales on that. All right. EJ, you can see EJ played out as anticipated, gave us the nice breakdown. GJ here, all right, gave us the continuation down and dropped even further. All right, so we had multiple opportunities. EU, this was the completion of EU breakdown, retest, continuation. All right, as well as GU gave us that retest and continuation down. All right, so price action is everything. It's beautiful. So now we're going to be looking at what we can look to catch this week. All right. So started with GJ. Let's get back here. All right, so starting where we're at on GJ, we can see that the weekly chart, all right, price on the weekly after GJ gave us a big move to the downside. We're now getting this bearish engulfing here on the weekly. All right, nice bearish rejection. So if we go down, all right, you can see price had a strong move away. Now, when I'm looking at this price on the 4-hour, price gave us a confirmed breakdown of 64, which is a key point of structure. All right, key point of structure. So price have a confirmed break below here. We see on the 4-hour, we basically got this bearish engulfing breakdown. All right. Now price is now pulling back for the retest. Really around this level is possibly an opportunity to look for that retest and continuation down. All right. So if price holds here and gives us, price action rejection, we can look to continue that. All right. If not, if price doesn't want to hold here, then I would say let price pull back a little further. All right. And roughly, retest around this level. I would say let price pull back a little further if it don't hold there. And then around this level is where I would look for the potential continuation down. But overall, we're still looking for the bigger move to the downside. All right. So after this retest and corrective move, next level, you could expect price to hit around, 61.5, possibly lower, back down to around 160. All right. So overall, my bias is still bearish on GJ. And now you'll see across the board, looking at the correlations, multiple JPY pairs across the board, all set up for nice reversals. EJ. So EJ was another play that played out beautifully. We came up here. Prices basically gave us this rejection from supply again. All right. It had a deeper pullback, correct the flag, just retesting supply and broke down, retest, continuation. All right. When you see these type of plays, especially a breakdown, retest, all right, in this level of supply, we get the bearish engulfing right here. Boom, catching this play. Price give us a nice breakdown there. All right. So now it is finding some support back at the same level of structure. All right. I really was anticipating this to hit 140. So we hit that. And now we're looking to retest around here. Now, if we look to the left, all right, this is a key point of structure. This was a level of resistance in the past or supply, became support. And if we look way in the past, this is also a major level of supply where price had a big move away. All right. So it's a key level that you pay attention to. All right. Now, if we look at the weekly, bearish engulfing. All right. So we could be setting up to move lower. So my bias is still bearish on this. So on this correction, all right, on this correction, I would say look for your opportunity. All right. So I will take this Take my trend line here. Let price pull back. All right. With this type of, corrective move, on a corrective move, I would say look for another potential move down. Now, if we come down here and break below this structure level, then expect us to move potentially even lower. All right. So that's EJ. We'll be looking for more potential moves down. EU. So EU came down back to this level that we were anticipating. If we look at the weekly also does have a bearish engulfing. So we still got the dollar. The dollar started continuing its move to the upside. If we look at the dollar index, always look at the dollar index if you look in the trade, the majors, EU, NU, GU, AU, etc. If we look at the dollar on the weekly, the dollar formed this bullish engulfing right here, showing a sign that the bull is still being in control. So we could possibly still be moving up higher on the dollar. Now the week ended bullish. This move after this pull down, price started moving to the upside, which gave us volume when it came to like EU short, NU short, AU short, etc. So now I'm still bullish on the dollar. It's interesting to see how price will play around these levels, like around here. All right, but if price continues to break above this, all right, if it continues to move bullish and it breaks that level, then you can expect us to go further up on the dollar, and that would give us even bigger swing moves when it comes to pairs like EU. So if we look at EU, this is an interesting point. Price could possibly still hold this level because this is a major level of demand as well. But if price comes down, in order for me to look for the next move further on GU, it probably would be safer too. It's one or two ways you probably could catch this, because that daily candle right there is looking like a bearish engulfing too. But for stronger confirmation, I would say wait for a break of this level. If you get a break of this level, then on a retest or pullback corrective move, I would say look for that continuation play. All right. That's the more confirmed move that I would look for. Or price could, if price is setting up for that sell, it could possibly just pull back some right here too first. All right, to take this play. It could possibly some correct pull back towards this level. And if the dollar continues to set up for bulls, I would say look for that continuation move on that corrective play. All right. But overall, we want to just let the market come to us, be patient. All right. Let them show their hand. Once they show their hand, we execute. All right. So we'll see how that develops going into this week. And this also is a big week. This is NFP week as well. All right. So the fundamentals, we can look at the Forex Factory FOMC meeting Wednesday, non-farm employment change on Thursday. And then we got, that's like, I call that like pre-NFP, unemployment claims. And then Friday is NFP. All right. We also got employment change, the unemployment rate for Canadian dollar. And Monday we have the rate statement for the Australian dollar. So this is going to be a fundamental driven week. So we'll see how some of these plays set up. Normally the technicals align before that, and then we just catch it. So looking at GU, we can also see we've been in the downtrend. All right, we clearly see same thing as EU. We've been in this downtrend going in line with a strong dollar too. So here on the weekly, we got this bearish engulfing that form. All right, it could be a sign that the sellers are still in control. So if we go down, the daily form this bearish engulfing too, but we rejecting from this level of support, which is the previous structure low, this lower low really within structure. This is a lower low. Look to the left, we had lower lows. All right, so to confirm that this downtrend is continuing, similar, like I said with EU, we would need to see a break of this level. All right, now if price comes down and breaks this level, then yeah, we're definitely likely going even lower. So I would say either wait for a break of this structure, break of this low on a pullback or retest, then look for that continuation. All right, or how price is pulling back now. This could possibly be setting up for just a continuation move on this pullback as well. Okay, so this move right here. All right, on this pullback, price is already retesting previous structure low. All right, so somewhere in these levels, price could be setting up for the little pullback and then continuation as well. All right. But if it does that and you don't enter and then it comes down and give you a lower low, then I would say look for the next pullback or retest opportunity for the next move down. All right. So I'll be interested. It's interesting to see how this is about to play out because this is a major level. So if price breaks this level, I mean, we can move down a lot further. Like we look at this based off the daily and the weekly, because really, I could take this level and this whole demand level, into consideration when I'm looking at this. All right. So if price breaks below there, because if we look to the left, this was major demand in the past, right? Came down here, strong bounce. All right. So if price have a nice, strong move, break back below this level, we possibly could be setting up possibly to come back down here. All right. Yeah, especially if the dollar, is going to continue bullish, we could possibly come back down there. All right. But of course, before then, we could catch some targets before that. But looking how this set up, this will be our next demand level, which is from where it's at now. That's another about 400 pips. All right. It's about another 400 pips, 300 to 400 pips. All right. So we'll see how that plays set up and we'll just react to what price gives us. All USD. If you notice all of these, this is how the correlations go. So if we see this on the weekly, we got a bearish breakdown, bearish engulfing. All right. And price is also breaking structure, breaking below this structure. Our next major level of structure is 0.67. All right. So that's the next target I'm looking for. So if I go to the daily, bearish engulfing, and we also see price is closing below them. It's closing below this level. Closing below that level. If we go down to the 4 hour, we see a clear break of structure. So now AU, I'll be looking for potential continuation plays on this pullback. All right. So price is now pulling back on this pullback or retest. I'll say look for continued move down. All right. You can also draw your fear from this swing high to this swing low. All right. It was beautiful. If it retests, especially in here, that's anywhere between 50 to 61.8% pullback. And you look for the continuation play down. All right. And the target I would look for is around that level 0.67. All right. So really simple. Really simple. Just let the price come to you and let's just execute based off of what we see. All right. And lastly, CAD JPY is also on my watch list. All right. So looking at CJ, we just clear this up a bit. We look at this on the weekly as well. Looking to the left, this is at a major level of supply. All right. Looking to the left here. Boom. This is the highest CJ has been since 2014, end of 2015, early 2015. All right. And it had a big move away. So this is a major level of supply. So now, even on a weekly, price is showing signs of rejecting from this level. All right. Going down to the daily. Price had an initial move away. Right. If you go back to a Telegram, if you go back to some of the plays I called out, I called out this initial play. All right. So after that initial play, we found support at this previous level of structure, and we moved our way back up to a retest of that level. All right. Now with that, I could take my trend line here. All right. You can see prices now breaking down. If I go down to the 4 hour, we got this nice breakdown. This breakdown that's also giving us a break of this trend line, this counter trend line. So let me adjust it a bit here on this 4 hour. All right. So we got a nice breakdown here. All right. Boom. Slight correction here. And then a nice breakdown. Bearish engulfing breakdown on the 4 hour. So on this pullback or retest, I will look for a continuation play to the downside. All right. Continuation play. So you can take your counter trend line as well. But really, on this pullback here, could set up early. I would look for price to stay below this lower high. All right, which is the bearish engulfing basically structure play on the 4 hour. So basically in here. All right, so price is pulling back, possibly retest a little bit more here and look for that continuation move. All right, but even somewhere in here, you know, you look for the play, the short, stop loss above. All right, my next target, first target would be, you know, around here, target 2 on my trend line, and then of course back down towards here. All right, so this could be a nice play setting up on CAD JPY. Be on the lookout for that, and we'll see how that play out. So, all right, so overall, these are the plays that I have on my watch list. Is real simple. All right, I'm expecting another good week, another solid week of volume, and let's just take advantage of these moves. All right, if you're not in VIP, you could tap in with us in VIP, or you know, definitely join the free Telegram. In everything will be in the description. You know, if you want to just take advantage of all the projections I send out, go ahead and do that. And if you want more hands-on, you know, live sessions, you know, targets, you know, when I give out trades, I give the stop loss, to take profit, etc. You know, we can help you with that as well. All right. So tap in with us, and I'll see you all in the next one.